Right, extra worries today. We found like blood, quite a bit of blood on our rear end. We didn't go to the toilet, but we were wiping it before we went to bed. You know what I mean? And it just kept giving me blood. Now, obviously, you can get a hemorrhoid and get a tiny little bit on there, but I've never experienced what I had last night. Years ago, when I had my initial liver problems, I went to the toilet and showed my dad my toilet, and he was like, "Oh, you know what I mean?" That was the last time I seen blood like that, and what I got now is worse than what I had then. Do you know what I mean? But it's not like a tampon, you know. But I've got it on film, but I don't obviously want to put it on here. Do you know what I mean? So, and I'm gurgling still a lot. I was recording a little gurgling noise the other day. Obviously, don't forget my blood tests come back all 0 on the 22nd of December. So, and I had to ask for them to be given to me before Christmas. I'm panicking around Christmas. I'm worried. Where's my results? Where's my results? They're not telling me, and I had to actually ring them. They said, "Oh, they're done. Yeah, they're done." Well, why didn't you tell me? It's Christmas. I'm worried, you know. So I just lost faith with them with all the problems I had years ago with blood tests always coming back clean. Do you know what I mean? So I've got myself a little home test for like testing your stool. You know, I bought myself one. So I will have to wait until I want to go and use that, then I'll ring the doctors, because the doctors, I'm sorry, even though the doctor's nice to you, the result system is just shit. Do you know what I mean? For me anyway, you know, the stuff I've gone through in my body and it never showed up, and all the issues have come true, you know, from the past, you know. So yeah, I got a sample. I'll go and get it, so you can see I'm not lying. This is a home test kit. I didn't know these were available. I would have bought one of these. I trust in all these. You know what I mean? I didn't know you could buy these on the internet. No one told me. If you're worried about it, why don't you do a test at home? What do you mean do a test at home? You can do your own test. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I give up on you lot. You know, I relied on you lot years ago. So I got this. You don't buy this unless something's happening, people. You know? I don't want to make films about this. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to. But, you know, there's been a lot of, like, denying of my reality. You know? So when I tell them that I've gone to the doctor and there's a problem, there's something going wrong or something, they do a test and nothing comes back. I said, that can't be right. Do you know what I mean? You know, I can't go to the toilet, or my toilets are, what was it? This is years ago with my liver. I'm talking about my liver. That's when I went to the doctors a lot. And I've gone just before Christmas because the gurgling was going on for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And I was eating way too much sugar around that time. And I thought something might be going on in my colon, because I was also, I've got to say it, I don't like saying it because it's embarrassing. I've been flatulating for 2 years since I had a drink spiked, so, and then it's turned into gurgling when I was eating too much sugar. So obviously, you know, you get worried about it. You go to the doctor's, blood tests come back fine, the stool sample comes back fine, your urine sample comes back fine. He did ask me to do a PFA test, but I just give up on him. Do you know what I mean? So I just did my keto for a little bit longer. Then I had that little rough period where I come off my keto, and I went back on the stuff, you know, for 5 weeks, you know. I didn't eat as much sugar though as I did last time. You know, I would say my sugar intake was half what it was the last time. Still not good, but half. So that's why I've been doing the Daniel fast. I wanted to do the Daniel fast for a few weeks just to do the no meat. It's more of a spiritual thing, you know what I mean? But with this going on, I'm eating too many chips. So with the gurglings and the blood now, I'm eating too many chips now, and that's carbs, you know, to replace foods I can't eat, because I can't eat just a salad every day. I just can't, you know. I do need to eat some other foods. I could eat salads. 8 years ago, I ate salad, smoothie. Do you know what I mean? That's when I was disappeared away from my kids, because I had all this stuff going on in my body. So I just kept drinking these smoothies and doing all this and trying to figure out how you heal the liver and stuff like that. So, but anyway, so I got that going on at the moment. Sorry to do this as a negative in the morning, and I didn't get sleep last night until 5 a.m. But it was slightly my fault. I was getting tired and I didn't get up. And I forgot I was on my little lean back. I got this nice lean back chair. I didn't even know I had it. So I'm sitting upright like this, and I was really uncomfortable. And I think if I'd have been like that, I'd probably dozed off on the thing, and I might have got up and now to go to bed. Because the problem is, if I get a bit tired, I've got to get up, go to the toilet, and by the time I get there, back to there, I'm kind of awake again. It's kind of, I very struggle with that area, you know, that shutdown time. You know, that's why I use the substance, because it just, say my shut times. I've only got to do a small thing like go to the toilet. So let's say I'm like really tired, like this long. I'm so tired. I can go to sleep now. Can't fit the screen anymore. I can go to sleep. But if I go to the toilet, I'm literally back to this, and I got to build that back up to go to sleep. Do you know what I mean? And it takes ages on the sofa when you're sitting there ruminating with your issues, you're gurgling on the bed, and you know what I mean, your blood tests come back wrong in the end of Christmas, you know, all that stuff is like playing on you. I can't remember what else is going on. My elbows are bloody hurting, my hips are hurting, I don't know, my shoulder's been hurting, but that was more to do with weight, so that's my fault for doing bad form. So yeah, we got to try and do a sample, see what comes out on a home test, and then I'll ring the doctors. It's not as if they're going to do anything emergency anyway, do you know what I mean? I've been to the doctors before quite a few times when I was telling them what was wrong, so we'll have to see what it was. So I haven't been to the toilet yet, you know. Could be a hemorrhoid thing, is that what you call it? But it was a lot, you know, and I didn't go to the toilet, so I don't understand what it'd be a hemorrhoid. I was just cleaning myself, do you know what I mean, before I went to sleep, you know. So yeah, that's that anyway. I'm making a half calf coffee. I've already drank a bit of coconut water. I'm going to take my fenbendazole soon. Don't forget, I stopped taking the fenbendazoles. This is the parasite cleanse, and this is supposed to kill stuff in your colon. Do you know what I mean? So I stopped doing this after I took it for 30 days. Apparently you're supposed to take it for 4 months, 3 to 4 months. So I've been taking that again. So, but then I'm worried about I'm eating carbs. You know what I mean? So I'm feeding whatever is in there, whether it's a parasite or whether it's something worse. You know what I mean? I'm feeding it, I think, more with the fattier foods, the sugars and the fattier foods, than I would with healthier foods. You know what I mean? So, and I bought that Nutra thing yesterday. So I'm going to go out and get myself some stuff to at least make my ginger shots again, so I can have that. And maybe I'll make a smoothie again. I got a smoothie maker over there. I can maybe look into making a smoothie again. I got to figure out something to eat that's less unhealthy than chips. So, and it's like less carbs. I think I might have to go into keto again, basically. So, yeah, that's where I am. So catch you in a bit. Good day. Have a good day, you lot. Never give up. See ya.